everyone, my name is Fraeya and welcome to my broom closet. Today I want to talk about Halloween, Samhain or Samhain, and how to celebrate it in the broom closet. Samhain, also pronounced as Samhain, Samhain or Samhain, means end of summer, and it is the third and final harvest of the witches' season. Samhain is the biggest festival of the witches' year. It is primarily a time to remember those who have passed on and celebrate the summer's end and prepare for winter's return. Wiccans believe that the god or the Sun King is sacrificed back to the land. The goddess, now in the form of the crone, mourns him until his rebirth at Yule. This is a time of descent into darkness and of preconception of new life and the new ideas that will eventually emerge from the darkness, like a seed germinating in the ground. Death is always followed by rebirth, and while this is the death of the old year, it is also the birth of the new year. Samhain is often considered the witches' new year. Samhain is generally celebrated on October 31st, but some traditions do prefer November 1st as well. Samhain, as I'm sure most of you know, is one of the two spirit nights of the year when the veil thins. The other night, of course, being Beltane or Beltane. This is the magical interval where the veil between worlds thins and is lifted. Communicating with ancestors and departed loved ones is very easy at this time of year. The Christian religion has adopted this holiday as All Saints' Day. The early church brought in many misconceptions and superstitions about this holiday, which led to some very odd practices like dressing yourself up in frightening disguises and costumes and displaying scary looking jack-o'-lanterns to help protect from so-called evil spirits that are present at this time of year. Let's move on to how to celebrate Samhain or Halloween in the broom closet. I just want to start out by saying this is one of the easier holidays to celebrate in the broom closet. If your family already celebrates Halloween, you can do all of your normal festivities, but just keep in mind their origins and the true intentions behind your practices. With that said, I will give you some more witchy and broom closet friendly methods to celebrate this holiday, and then I will move on to more openly witchy practices that perhaps not everyone can do, but you might want to regardless. So Samhain and Halloween is a perfect time of year to do some self-reflection. Meditate in front of your altar or just in a quiet space and think about all that you've gone through this year. Ask yourself, how have you grown? What skills have you learned? Who have you met? New people that have come into your life? Who have you let go of? Who do you need to let go of? What do you need to bring into your life this new year? The second thing is to carve pumpkins. The reason why I list this as a broom closet practice is because it's a very popular practice among Christians and non-religious folk at this time of year as well. There is a good chance that you are able to do this without seeming like a witch. Of course, carving pumpkins is a tradition relatively new, popularized in America, which spread across the world, but this tradition actually originated from the British Isles, where we used turnips. Jack-o'-lanterns were originally made to scare off evil spirits, which you might want to do at this time of year, but of course we witches know that this time of year is also perfect for contacting departed loved ones. A lovely thing to do at this time of year is to honour your ancestors. This can be done in many simple ways. Just think about all of the departed souls from your life, both family and friends. You could even think about past pets. You can offer these passed over souls hospitality into your home. A lot of witches like to have a Samhain feast in which they lay an extra empty place for someone else at the table who is not strictly present. If you're looking to invite someone, cook their favourite dish and talk about them, remember them, and then they might decide to join you for dinner. If you can, you might want to visit a cemetery or a grave site and honour any passed over loved ones or anyone who might just seem lonely at this time of year. You can decorate gravestones with pine cones and herbs, light some candles perhaps, and just sit by them and keep them company for a little while. This doesn't have to be too obvious. You can just take a walk through a cemetery at this time of year and think about any loved ones that may have passed over and just set your intentions. You can also cook with traditional foods at this time of year. So things like ale, apples, beef, breads, cakes for the dead, cider, cranberry muffins, gourds, grains, mulled wines, nuts, pork, poultry, pumpkin pie, and turnips. I will leave some Samhain recipes down in the description below for you that you might want to try out this year. A less subtle practice you can do is set up your altar. On this altar you can include a cauldron, apples, nuts, berries, black candles to honour the passage to the Summerland and the ancestors, and it is often a good idea to include photographs of deceased family and friends, but do not mix these photographs with people who are still living. At this time of year we tend to decorate our altar with anything black to represent death and endings, and orange, of course, for the vitality of life that emerges from death. We also decorate with purple for wisdom, insight, and inspiration. Another thing you can do is make a broom or besom. Brooms are great for sweeping out old energy to make way for new energy of the new year that will arrive soon. To make this a little bit more broom closet friendly, this does not have to be a big broom. This can be quite a small broom, maybe the size of a feather duster or a paintbrush. I do give some methods of making one in my video, how to obtain tools in the broom closet. If you can get your hands on a tarot deck or even just a deck of playing cards, you can try a Samhain tarot spread, which I will give some good ones on screen and in the description. Even if you can't use a tarot deck, you can use playing cards, and most of the meanings match up to the cards since both decks hold many similarities to each other. So there you go guys, that is all that I can think of for this year pretty much. I hope this video was useful to both broom closet witches and open witches, giving you a few ideas on how to celebrate Samhain, perhaps secretly or just kind of low energy witchcraft as well. But if you want to find out more about broom closet witchcraft in general, then please visit the subreddit r/broomclosetwitch on Reddit. It has a huge wiki with many articles, great information, and even a link to a Discord server you can join with other broom closet witches that you can talk to. I really hope you enjoyed this video and that it was useful. Please, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if it was helpful, share it with as many people as possible. But thank you so much for supporting me and the channel. I will see you next time.